down up top. We have a bunch of our top duos being on the front side of zone. Tayson and Thomas trying to knock down that high ground position. Hen holding it for now, but Tayson and Thomas are relentless. They'll continue to look for that. Now you know you have a partner looking to fight for that front side of zone as we're going uphill. This is going through a massive elevation change, and no one on low ground is safe.
No one at all, as you see players like Scoped going down. Malibuca, Epikwhale doing a good job of holding the mid ground here really, really successfully. Now, looking around here though, this is a team that knows how to control a layer and control it effectively. It's just a matter of will they be able to control it to the likes of Tripperin and Hellfire.
And we've seen they've been going side by side, rotating through this mid ground. Now players here on the low trying to find their own space is Tayson and Thomas. They've been shot down from that high ground play they tried to make earlier. Now gonna look to play low, but it is a dangerous position as we're climbing up elevation, and we see the dominance on the high ground. They're owning this position. It's Queasy and Hen doing what we know they can do.
Doing what they can to stay in it, and it's exciting to see two top teams. You got Tripper and Hellfire there on the low ground, Queasy Hin on the high ground, and you know when Queasy's in the high ground, he does not give it up easily. So it's gonna be exciting to see it happen, but no, Tripper and Hellfire, they're out here of this game, meaning that Hin and Queasy, they're set up for success. They took the loot there with the grapple glove. Now they're gonna be able to have tons of material here to maintain the high ground.
They're grabbing refreshes from up above. This is what you need. Teams are running low down below. All the materials, all the HP is dwindling, while Hen and Queasy just sit up here, pick up all the elims. You guys fight down below. We'll grab the elims, but another team that is dominating this mid is going to be Epic and Malibuca. They want this victory royale. Now the high ground play comes out by Edgy and Acorn. They're looking to take it. Queasy and Hen are not giving this up without a fight. It is Edgy and Acorn tossed aside. It is Queasy and Hen's high ground for now.
You know when they're up on the high ground, that's not going to be easy to take it. And Acorn and Edgy, unfortunately, using a lot of material to learn that lesson. Now, though, you look at the tail here. Look, Epikwhale Malibuca going up against Thomas HD and Tayson there on the low ground. You got Queasy and Hin on the high ground. And now Acorn forced to drop down as a solo player. But no, Hin's going to go out. Hin, Queasy, both down here to Edgy.
And we see two duos in a solo fighting for this position. It is going to be Edgy as a solo. Now Acorn as well as a solo, my apologies. Tayson, Thomas, Epic, Malibuca. The battle is going to be here. Acorn gets to decide which team he's going to take the shots at and turn this fight one way or another. He is the deciding factor. Where will the solo try and make his play? Is it for height? Is it for low? And the two duos either get that massive refresh like that. Down he goes. Malibuca and Epic claim that. Now it's a final 2v2.
And this is a 2v2 here, folks. Malibuca, Epikwhale going up against Tayson, Thomas HD. Your third place going up against seventh place. Both needing a major game here to climb the leaderboard, but Malibuca now raining down, relentlessly pressuring here from above. Will they be able to maintain it though? Because Tayson, looking healthy, gets a nice little refresh and does have quite a bit of materials to make this something happen.
And the heal off here goes to the high ground team. We still have a minute before that's even a thought. Just checking what the inventories look like. The pressure continues from height. They continue to get tags, and Tayson is in a difficult position as they dwindle on mats. Malibuca and Epic can just go back over to all these old builds, while now the team down below is spending more mats than they want. They are going to run out eventually. It is in the play of Malibuca and Epic. Now the play comes up, they're going for height. There's almost no mats here. It is going to be high ground's game to lose.
It is Malibuca, Epikwhale. All they need to do is hold out this team. They have the heals to stay alive. They got Tayson out. Now it's just Thomas HD. Now remember though, Thomas HD had tons of heals to work with. It's the med miss. But actually looking at this inventory, I don't think Thomas HD can out heal them. So even with the med miss in hand, Malibuca and Epikwhale should win this. And there it is, you see it now. Two floppers, med miss, chug splashes. It is all but over.
It is only a matter of time. Malibuca is going to be able to outlast Thomas HD and take the first match of the day. Nonetheless, an incredible performance by those two duos. We've seen them at the top of the leaderboards, and they show us exactly why.
That's going to be a huge climb here for Epikwhale and Malibuca.
Zandy though and Chapix still operating through the shadows. Look at the options they have. Gentle and Phantom, their feet knocked beneath them. wind out of their lungs. They're going to be looking for any sort of breath to stay alive. King, Steno, down, Drafto will not stop, stealing the power of Domination E off of Spawn. They're in this endgame. Scram, still alive and active. Seti finds another one. They edge even closer. All three teams still alive.
All these teams, they realize what it takes to win the whole thing, and they're putting in their best stride. For Cammy and Seti now, as they move their way on backwards, they're having to break through old builds, but the pathway certainly is there. Dubs and Bizzle above have the opportunity to really make their mark, but all these teams below that have so much on the line, all having to play at their best.
Seti and Cam need to just break their mental completely down. I know you're really good at playing passive, my boys, but you need eliminations to catch up. Epic and Malibuca, they're way out of the way, and now they're actually in your box. Malibuca looking to stop the third place team in their tracks. They split apart both players. Cammy on one side on the left. Epic looking at it, but doesn't see anything that much. And now they're in a prio position. Back all the way. Cammy stuck in jail for the moment. He is rattling the bars up inside his box. This duel will not stop. He's going to go down to Vico.
Vico takes him out. Seti will get some revenge, but for how much longer can he stay in the game? The German will do everything he can to disturb him, but if Cammy and Seti go down now, it could be wraps. Epikwhale and Malibuca will certainly be hoping that can happen, and Dubs and Meria will try and do everything they can to stay up above. Seti using the grapple glove to stay in the game. Bizzle armored walling up to protect his high ground lead.
He looks good for now. A pause in the pressure for so many of these teams. Seti still alive as a solo. Malibuca right beside him. Chapix now down to low HP. It's up to Ziandi. They're going for another type of clutch. Scram and Endelex finding even more. They're catching up, and they're doing it in long strides. How many eliminations do they have? Bizzle off of height. He's going to affect one of these players. Kanada is not able to land the big shot this time. He needs to siphon and finish and gets to Janice Actor, takes out Dub. So that duo is split apart too. Epikwhale finds even more and takes his lead higher to the skies. That might almost confirm him being this deep in the game to stay in the lead.
Ziandi and Chapix need a lifeline, and they need it soon. They have their eyes set on something, but they need to start connecting with shots, and soon up above there is a battle going out, but down below it's Seti who's fallen. Bizzle's also joining him. Malibuca and Epic really doing everything now in their power to solidify their lead.
Bounce back though through different builds in that low ground, also tricky to navigate. Malibuca and Epic stuck in a spot where they're choking, have no air to breathe. Janice from one build to another connects. 3 builds left in his inventory. Malibuca, Epikwhale, 4 eliminations in a lead, but they have to work through the storm now. Malibuca by himself finds a way to mantle all the way up, and up to a different team. Who's this now? A big knock onto Endelex from Chapix. A huge one from him. Scram now moving with Chapix is down. Ziandi is gone. Malibuca and Epikwhale, they survive.
Scram and Endelex have been so powerful in this lobby, but do they match the power of Malibuca and Epikwhale? No, they do not. Scram will fall. Malibuca and Epic, how have they managed to do this? A duo that really even shouldn't have been here has managed to keep it going, keep it pushing, and move to first place.
NA and EU will have to take down Asia to be able to be champions of the world here in Gamers8. Malibuca has lost Epikwhale, and he's down in the dirt. 1 build left. He's gotten the split from Epic, but the shots are raining true from up above. First place coming into this game, surviving the whole entire time. 12 games of pressure, and now using that bed miss. This might just be enough for Malibuca. He might not win the game, but he's won our hearts, and it looks like he might have also won Gamers8 here today. That's 12 games. That's Muffin and Doggin with the win. It's huge. Look at those 2 players, the brain and the brawn. You love to see it.
They aren't even sure yet themselves because of how close it was, but with how well they played, you've got to think they've held on to it, eagerly waiting to see if the leaderboard is refreshed, as we all do as well. But what a game, what a day it's been for this duo. Genuinely one of the most impressive performances I've seen for a team that is literally new. Their first competition together, Shayo, and you would never even have guessed it.
It's just absolutely huge. A huge sigh of relief for Epikwhale believers.